So happy to see you again today. I hope you're going to enjoy with my stream. First, my plan is to start analyzing the games from Olympiad. I took a part in it. My games were on Saturday, 2 games in a row out of 9. But we're a huge team in short, and I can say it's very hard to play in this team. But it's a nice feeling to take a part in the Olympiad. So we can just be happy with the analysis after it, if we win, of course. So I'm going to analyze my 2 wins today with you. Show you the games between Bulgaria and Kyrgyzstan first. I was black, and second game Bulgaria against Bangladesh. I was white color. Rest of the time, what we can do? Of course, we can go over several blitz games. As much as possible, much better. Okay, let's go. And the business squad for today. This is my 18th number of streams, but the business squad is 58. Ideas are easy, implementation is hard. Guy Kawasaki, co-founder of L-Top. So, hope so you're ready. You're ready to start listening me. So, there we go. I start with the first game, as I told you, against against Bangladesh. No, Kyrgyzstan. Sorry, Kyrgyzstan, black color. There we go. And cheers with my coffee. I'm still sleepy a little bit, so let's go. Oh, not this one. No. Okay. So my opponent starts with e4. What should I answer? Of course you know my answer. I'm Sicilian player, I play Kerukan, I play Scandinavian. Time to time I'm having games with the e5 pushing, but here I choose to play Kerukan. It's a team competition. I think the worst thing of that competition was that you know, we are 6 boards and there is no way to follow each other. So at the moment when somebody offers you a draw, this draw could be win for the team maybe. Maybe some of the matches could really be very important. So I don't think so that's a good thing. We could be in a one, let's say, special chess room and at least follow the results. This is gonna be great. Actually, the arbiters send us during the match some link what we could check, but it's very hard when you're in live chess to go to that link and to check it, and I'm not pretty sure that they update it on time. Like if you have 2-3 minutes, you know, it's good to take a fast look on the right side. Like here, my chat is on the right side and I'm playing on the left side. I didn't open a new browser or whatever to follow you. So, oh, Jaxer, thank you so much. Jaxer, how are you doing? You're again with me. Thank you so much for the great support. Thank you so much. Okay, so I think so definitely they could improve. They could improve. You got an emote thanks to subscription. I got some emote. Okay. I don't know what's this. Oh, this is hypergravity. Oh, this is something new. I didn't press anything. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hello, Logis. How are you doing? Okay. Chahir, how are you doing? Let me see, by the way, now if the Discord, the new comment is working. Discord, FM, I think it was FM, this has to be forever link. So somebody of you can try to press and look at if it's working. We changed it several times. And thank you so much for the helping of Teoreditsky. Logis2, everyone is help with something. Okay. Okay, let's go guys. E4 is C6, so I didn't press that, I just say thank you and I just press enter. They just say that this is a new emote or something like that. I'm not sure what about this. This is a new emote. I think he sent me this or just the system create that. Okay guys, let's go to Karukan. I did 2. Now I can say that there are several continuations. Here you can go. After ED-CD you can go to the attack Panov. You can go of course to the advanced Karukan followed by E5, bishop F5, the main line. You can go to the such a classical variation ED-CD C3 followed by bishop D3, knight F3, or instead of bishop D3, bishop B5, capture here the knight. This is another way how you can fight against Karukan, but it's a pretty passive way. What else we have? Oh, we have an F3 line, of course, little bit rare line. We have... what else we have? Of course, knight D2. We have also knight C3. Knight D2 is a little trick against the... let's say against that move, G6. And now white is having a great availability to generate the pawn chain against the bishop on G7, one of the best too. There's a little trick why they choose knight D2, not knight C3, because after knight C3 there is also a good variation with G6 for black. Little tricks. Okay, so she chose to play knight D2, capture. Here also black is having about three good possibilities. Bishop F5, classical line, knight F6 or knight D7, and again knight F6, connect the knights. Never low doubling the pawns, but actually I like that so much. I'm falling in love in double the pawns on F file. So I just go to knight F6. E5. Okay, yeah, well, sidelines I will not discuss. Yeah, E5 or something else. By the way, yesterday in Lidl, we have a Lidl shop. I bought prosciutto meat, you know, it's a standard Italian meat. And I'm so happy I bought 3 pieces of brie. It was so fresh. It was Italian. It has to be Italian week right now in our Lidl, so I'm so happy. That's my favorite food. That's why I shared this with you. Prosciutto and brie. I can eat that with little home prepared bread. That should be enough with butter. Yeah, maybe I become hungry. Okay, knight F6. There we go. French Tarrasch. No more French Tarrasch. E5. E5. French Tarrasch? Why French? Yeah, knight D2. French, but no. In French we have a huge problem with the light square bishop. Here we don't have. Let's go. C3. Here I have that melon. What's this melon? No melon? No, I don't know. There are actually 100 prosciutto in the prosciutto crudo is the most famous one too. Yeah, let's show you what I buy. Oh, they have also lasagna. They have so good stuff. Maybe that's gonna be my breakfast. So let's be inspiration for somebody of you. Okay, let's talk about food too also. I like French and Italian, this is brie, and Italian, these are my favorite foods. No, this has to be like that. So, This is just 100 grams, the prosciutto crudo, but brie is really fantastic. So, my favorite cheese. People say cheese, but I think so. It's more like yellow cheese in my country, the brie, for example, because inside is yellow. But who knows? It's a standard cheese. Reaction against f3. Open up the game, trying to destroy the castle, pressure in the center. So right now e5 is one of the best, and it's also an f-sharp line here, bishop c4. They didn't accept sacrifice, f-pawn is not on the board, so they try fast castle, pressure on f7, knight g5. That's the plan with f3 pushing. The brie. Oh, that's... What? OBS disconnect? Wait, what's going on? No. OBS disconnect. This happened 2 times. For 2 weeks, this happened 2 times. Do you still see me? Yes, no more connection. What about now? I feel like I'm still here. Just OBS reconnect. Oh my god. Yes, I'm here. Alright. Very, very strange. Okay, I eat the white stuff of brie. This is the best one, of course. Teddy, hello, how are you doing? Yeah, I start promote cheese and ham and then... Alright, so f3 variation. Now it's fine. Okay. f3 variation. What's happened? I'm not sure. It's sometimes this is coming from Twitch because maybe too much 1,000 people. No, XQC is not here. It's fine. It has to be fine. So here, by the way, to save up that position, not that bad to go deeper, is there are 2 lines with knight f6 or knight d7 with the plan here, protect and counterattack the bishop. Both are really good. Knight g5, knight f6, you have to be ready after knight g5 to sacrifice the bishop here. I mean, sacrifice a pawn here. Take, to be back in the game and to have a good position with black. Here, queen e7, you can take back this. And you have a good development. Faster castle, maybe? And slightly better position. If castling, next move could be one more time knight bd7, but okay, now even we have a bishop e7. Knight bd7 is much better. e5, knight d5. Head power favored. I don't know. My connection, as usual, is a cable stable. Stable cable. And in general, I don't have such problems with. I don't know. I see myself actually. I don't know how good it is. Something like 20 seconds delaying in Twitch, for example. Maybe it's a normal stuff. Okay. Guys, we go out of the game too much. So let's go to the knight d2. It's gonna be separate topic, but f3 could be dangerous if you don't know what to do. Okay, so she's going to knight d2, knight f6, my favorite line. Let's go. c3, bishop d6, as much as more active. Sometimes there are tricky lines with queen e2 in this case, but I just go back. I don't want to trade off, or just bishop e6 is still working. Bishop d3 here. Queen h5 could be the main move, but to be fair, for the about half or about 1 year I already experienced in this variation, active playing also online, I can say that I met queen h5 probably for the first time. Pawn d4, we have time. So c3 was indeed, otherwise bishop d3 couldn't come, we could simply capture it. So they needed knight f3 or knight e2 or c3, protecting the pawn. Bishop on c4, definitely it's not that well placed. Again, we go for fast castle, that's the idea of variation, first factor in chess, to keep our king enough safety. So I met queen h5 for the first time, I didn't know what to do so much. Check. g6. Not so bad to discuss h6. But here we go, I was worried about bishop takes h6, guys. So maybe not right now, but a little bit later. And also this queen is a very annoying on h5. Also I have a very weak square on h7. So if one day white is maneuvering also the queen here, I could have some problems. I was worried of course about bishop takes h6, pawn takes, queen takes. And now what to do with the square h7? I don't have time definitely for knight d7, knight f8. Hello, good morning Teruditsky, so happy to see you here. Which variation on the f3? No, this is my game. This is my game. Computer shows me right now that f5 is okay, but let's say queen set castle or king set castle followed by knight g3 or knight f4. I'm really not sure how to coordinate well my pieces. Again, my pieces are a little bit disconnected, so after knight d7 I'm going to lose this. So the question is how to develop. Maybe bishop e6 first, then knight d7 and then queen f6. Oh, idea is to kick the queen out. Something like that. I have also bishop f8, probably pretty safety. Bishop g7 and then ready to evacuate my king because the dark square bishop of white is missing. So bishop f8 was the other option. I wasn't sure about h6, so let's go to g6. Another alternative interesting move could be sacrifice the f5 pawn, but I don't think so it's so great. f5, such a sacrifice, also lock of my bishop. I can never play, let's say, bishop g4, right? All the time has to care about this pawn after queen h3, for example. Queen h3 is really fantastic move. Attacking now f5, so provoke one more weakness. If I plan anyway to push g6, why I need so much weak squares around? So better to keep the pawn on f6. So I can simply push g6, like I did it, queen h4, okay. And I was ready to maneuver my bishop to fianchetto, because as usual I don't push here any pawn, I stay like that. h7, g7, f7, f6, and the best maneuver of the night here, and you can forget about your king side part development. But right now, when I already have a g6 on the board, I was worried a little bit more about my dark squares, something like that after castle, any potential sacrifice, any pressure on f6 or any pressure on h7. Not so easy to me. So that's why I bring one more defender. She's coming here, 97, I don't hurry up to trade off. Queen a5, we said castle, all the time bring to me a2 weakness. So direct attacking a2. King b1. Oh, by the way, for information, my opponent is Diana Almurbekova, 1933. But okay, I checked some of her games. She's not that bad rated player with 2000. Before she had a much more. So also the rating is not that objective. Sometimes they write down somebody with 1800, and when you look at his or her online chess.com games, he or she is having about 2200, for example. So online rating is all the time about at least 200 points up. I don't know from where they took the rating of the chess results lists. Are they taking the FIDE rating or the online rating? I don't have any idea. To do the list. Threats are coming. We think about defending too. It has to be one of the important factor what some people forgot about, or what some people care too much about defense. When there is nothing in front of them, they start defending. So too much preventive also doesn't work. Now I'm ready to go to g7 because I wanted to capture on g7 with the king. So king is also a good defender of f6 and h6. But probably the best what computer shows me is trade off and offer trading of the queens. Endgame, sweet endgame. This is double attack, so she cannot run away so well because this guy is here, so I'm having a comfortable discover attack next. So she must capture. Sorry, she must capture, and now her attacking is over. Her attacking is definitely over. Where is her attacking? Alright, I'm agree. In that variation, because of the 4 against 3 pawn majority on the queen side structure, pawn structure for white, is slightly better in every single endgame, but okay, I can say that my pawns are also not less dangerous, so I can push something like that. Or I can try f5 and generate an outpost here, or generate an outpost here. For example, f5, knight f6, bishop e6, bishop d5, knight e4 is part of my plan. Activate my king in an easy way, king f7, for example. Also, my king is very close to the center comparing to the white king, so I can coordinate the pieces a little bit faster than white. So maybe the endgame is not that completely bad for black. It's playable. But okay, taking the fact that she's having 300 points less about, I decide to play for a win. Okay, chess.com, rapid rating. Could be. No, wait, chess.com rapid rating of me is 1.8 maybe? I could push, yeah, Alan, I could push. But many people didn't play. Also, one more thing, I imagine that I think 2 of our girls, or also about other teams, when I check the girls or the ladies when I prepare against, I just saw that they registered last month, or they registered 2 weeks ago, and seems to be they're not that familiar with the with a website or something like that. They just have right now the rating, which is again not that objective. Or sometimes you cannot prepare when opponent is having just 20 games. It's not that real. No material to prepare against. But it was a surprise to me, young girls, to register just right now. Online playing could give you so much. regular solving of puzzles, puzzle battle, met interesting people, community, activity, improving your speed, because online playing is much faster than live playing. In online, if you can play 80 moves, maybe in the real game this could be 50 moves. In the real chessboard this could be 50 moves game. So it's much more playable with the pre-moves and so on. Many tricks you could use in online games. No comparing. F4. Okay, let's go. F4. She tried to kill me here. F4, F5. Push. I go to the safety line. I'm not sure knight F8 is the best defense, but I knew that the knight is a very good place here. Probably I could try to fix her with F5, but because I knew that G4 is coming, I wasn't sure what to do. I could capture once and bring maybe the other pawn to F5, like fixing. What is that option? Maybe knight F6. Okay, maybe I didn't see that move. Yes, knight F6. So now if GF, I have a perfect availability, not anymore double pawns, and develop my bishop. This is gonna be something like deflection based on the pin. Good evening, Strawbacks. How are you doing? So happy to see you here. So now she's gonna make me a favor actually if she captures F5, but there is also G5. And now, for example, if I choose that square, this could be very dangerous. After knight G3 deflection, open up H file. So I have to be careful. Bishop E6 is not a mate here just because C4, B3, A3, everything. She has enough space in front of her king, and me not that much. So here again, probably the correct answer should be E4. Fit the rating for players under 21 is like a yo-yo. Nowadays with the new K factor of 40 at the beginning. K factor, what's that? Ah, coefficient factor? Yeah, 40. 40 and they rise up so much. Like, I know people who rise up their rating from 2 tournaments, they win more than 200 points rating. That's not a real one. It has to be slowly improving, regular working. If you're really good, you're gonna do it. You're gonna reach to 6 to 7. So, makes no sense to go up so much. I want to restart, for example, my rating. I want to put it on the 0 and then go up. But doesn't work. I want to refresh, reset. Press reset. Press the red button. 94 was a good one. Okay, I didn't realize that F5 was so strong. White has 0 attack, so probably, yeah, next idea is pretty easy, to be fair. Knight F6 anyway, because also queen keep here, so she cannot sacrifice the bishop or something like that. Next idea is really easy. Knight F6 followed by bishop E6 attacking here. And also I have a potential doubling here. I have potential outpost on E4 weak square, G4 weak square, E3 weak square, F2 pressure here, also good outpost on D5, many options. I know, because my thinking here is pretty limited. I want to stay like that and that's it. I want to just wait. As usual, my plan is to bring the knight here. In the all other lines what I met until this moment. That's why I didn't push F5. So open up your mind, guys. Don't be like me. Okay, A3. By the way, she could do the same trick, like as solid as possible to keep the pawn on A2. Knight C1. I really think so that white is enough solid here. So knight on F8, keep that. What is not real under attack. And now maybe she can go to double rooks on the E file, something like that. This could be nice. This could be nice. Knight on c1 and knight on f8 are perfect knights for tonight or for today. Alright. But she did a3. Of course, a3 is connected with so much weakness around the queen side. Position for the moment is pretty equal, I can say. So she's going to push a3, bishop d5, attacking the rook. I thought I could go here. I could go here, generate the pin or deflect the bishop somehow, or also bishop e3 flag. My bishop is pretty flexible. As you see, one more time, computer recommend f5, computer recommend c5, broke down here the structure. I was wondering how to broke down her. Probably one of the way could be push c5. I didn't push, so I centralized my bishop, rook f1. Rook e3. Of course, I'm ready for doubling. What she's doing? g5. Several candidates for white. Something like g5, f5. What else? She can come back with the queen too. Rook d2 safety. Keep second rank, plus keep the knight, keep the bishop, so not anymore under attack. What else? Knight g3. Also knight g3 was interesting. Potential sacrifice here, potential sacrifice here. But she did g5. Of course I close automatic the game. I spent for f5 maybe 5 seconds. Yeah, complex weak squares around. They're like one pawn island, but there are so much weak squares after a3 pushing. So yeah, they're weak, complex. All these make the white squares weak. But also knight to c1 could be a really great defender, so I can never reach a2 and b3, but then I can change the focus and playing more about the central file, trade off the light square bishop in some moment and activate my knight. Because if I keep the third rank, that was my basic plan, she can never come here to h3 with the rook, for example, and attack me. This is very, very hard for her to attack me here. And now, guys, check. Of course, I move away here. Soon is coming her sacrifice. Oh, this move is extremely bad. So she has to go home. Keep her complex weak squares, exactly. At the moment when she left the king naked, nobody is keeping him at all. If we take the bishop on d3, king is pretty alone. So now I have several possibilities, but the most natural one should be double the rooks. I can also take the bishop, yeah, but I don't have this option right now. Well, everything is forced. Now attack this pawn, so I have to push. Now check, I have to move away the king, so now knight g3. I can capture now the rook. Seems to be interesting, and pin, generate a pin like that maybe, or I can try this way, go inside. Also interesting fact, like not taking back the exchange. I can take back the exchange with bishop c4, but I don't think so. I'm reaching position with so much advantage here. For example, if I trade off like that. Actually, I wanted to use the power of my light square bishop as much as possible. So that's why I didn't trade off. Other interesting line, yes, could be queen b5, let's say bishop rook e3, now go inside. But again, the question is, the ring bell is coming, so she gonna come back now, maybe on c1. So one check means no mate, just run away. Bishop b3. Run away where? d2, queen takes b2, king u1, and now what I'm having. I have to count all these stuffs. If it's working, you have to count if white is having good defense, if white could evacuate successfully the king or not. And I think it's very hard to calculate that. Hello, invisible hovercraft, how are you doing? Oh my god, this is longer nickname, longer than mine in chess.com. Okay, so the question now is, today morning is strong, is pretty cold. Strong, oh my god. It's time to open up prosciutto and brie. Okay. Alright, king e1. King q1, and yes guys, maybe now I'm winning, but I wasn't sure if that's working, and to sacrifice just like this, it's a team competition, so the feeling of sacrifice, it's not like you play just for yourself, you play for the team, and you don't know what's next, you don't know what's going on. Yeah, probably my intuition is calling here that I can generate some pins, but I don't see a mate, so white evacuate successful could bring the queen back, and if I don't have enough attacking, just collecting pawns should be enough. Yeah, probably. Knight is keeping here the mate, so maybe really zero chance for white to attack me here. That's the most important thing in this variation, what I really like. So this variation with exchange sacrifice could work too, based on the factor that we have an extremely safety king. Alright, I just double. I told you, it's time for her to sacrifice. So she just sacrificed. Now I can give you the chance to find several good moves for black. Let me know what do you prefer in this situation. Bishop takes f5. What are your preferences after bishop f5? Oh my god, why I'm lagging? Oh, I have a feeling why I'm lagging because of this guy maybe. What about now? Okay, guys, what are your preferences about the bishop takes f5? If you're black here, what you gonna do? What answer? You can give me, would you like to accept the bishop, move away, take care about defense, sacrifice, maneuver the queen? The question is, do you have this time about? Why I'm freezing here, I don't know. Let's refresh. Stream number 80. Oh my god. Stream number 80. Bishop c4. Bishop c4 recommendation of Luggies. There we go. Okay. What is reaching bishop c4? Aha, keep control of... Okay, keep control of f5 or what's this? Am I so much lagging, really? Arazumov, hello! Good morning, how are you doing? So happy to see you here. Okay, so guys, somebody said bishop c4. Taking bishop is very, very good for white. But bishop c4, maybe I can sacrifice exchange. And also the basic plan here is, for example, if you go to bishop c4, Actually, if I'm going to accept, also there is option about knight h5, and this could be something like potential mate. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure here. Bishop c4. Let's say I go to rook f2 then. No. Don't forget about that I'm having knight h5. Now this is a threat, of course. Queen g7 is the general threat mate here. What you gonna do now? Little bit hard, I think so, after bishop c4 if you plan to play that. I can move away the rook also somewhere else. Bishop c4 is playable, but if the basic idea is just simple capture the bishop with a pawn, maybe not that great. Knight h5 and nobody can save the mate. Because also there is another mate if knight e6, knight f6 check, king h8, queen takes h7. So, what we can do against bishop f5? The same problem right now, g takes f5, knight h5 is coming. So, if I'm accepting that piece, could be a problem. I'm gonna leave you a little bit more to find out what's going on after bishop takes f5. Come on guys, show me the moves. What has to be your reaction after bishop takes f5? Nobody share with me the reaction. Come on, what is the simple chess move? Simple chess answer. First rook takes g3, h6, g3, queen takes f5, but white has intermediate move, bishop takes g6. Alright, I did that. Okay, very well. Very well. Okay, I did that. So this was my game. Rook takes g3. Doesn't matter if bishop takes g6. They just take here. Oh, you meant, wait, you meant after bishop c4. Oh, by the way, bishop c4. Oh yeah, okay. Could work. I'm agree. Little agree. I just take direct right now. Capture. Take back on f5. Doesn't matter of intermediate capture or not capture. Queen f6, this was the game, rook e6. And I can dance. Rook e6, dropping the queen. Very, very bad. Very fast finish. Confusing configuration. No, I know what did you recommend. Yeah. You said this first, and after it you wanted to sack, and queen takes f5. Or then you said that you're worried about intermediate move. What is bringing nothing to white so much? You have two pieces for a rook. What is a really great benefit to black? Oh, what you need? Keep that perfect defender. Probably improved bishop could go to this diagonal somehow. Or coordinate the pieces bishop to f7, queen d5, potential mate here. I really like my bishop on the other diagonal, like bishop e4 or bishop f5. This has to be completely winning. or one intermediate check. If king k1, I have a very nice move now. Queen d3 because of the back rank mate. This is gonna be funny. This is gonna be funny. Okay, you can keep the rook, of course, go back here, but then you can go inside with another plan. There we go. With another plan. There we go. Huge, weak squares around. Oh my god, there are plenty, there are plenty. So you just tap on the second rank and no counter-attacking. Just come here. Too much pressure. Okay, so my game was this one, really. I'm not joking that she's going here. Queen f6 and rook e6. I think here she's ready to resign. Just 24 moves for black. Also, we can discuss that she sacrificed in the moment where this wasn't indeed. So if she could go back to c1 with the knight, this was a very, very solid position. We're ready to go for the next one, because this one is not anymore interesting. She started blundering more and more and more, and then the game was over. Now I have to go to the other game, where I was a white against Bangladesh. Bangladesh. Oh, I have a fresh idea. Well, tomorrow okay, has to be, oh yeah, tomorrow has to be morning stream, but no more after tomorrow. As usual, Wednesday is a night stream, but tomorrow could be also morning because of Chess TV. But I have a fresh idea about the Thursday. We can make some blindfold chess, guys. But I need somebody to talk with, otherwise how to make the blindfold chess? I can make a one game against the viewer. What is, I believe, not a 2-4 rated player. Okay, let's go to Bangladesh. There we go. Nazran. Woman FIDE Master is my next opponent. Analyze. And just a second. Who understands this here? I don't need this. Can I delete it forever? It's so annoying. Hope so they're gonna delete it in the beta version. Alright guys, let's go. My next opponent from Bangladesh, Nazran. Woman FIDE Master, Nazrana Khan 074 is the count. She's having 1989 rating, but maybe I saw some of her games. They were about level of 2150, something like that. What we have on the board, we have a Lapin, so I try to play solid because my opponent is not that bad. The first one seems to be weaker, but she played stronger, I can say, than this one. A Lapin, solid opening for the team competition. She chose the variation with e6, which means she will never come to f5 or g4. Knight a3. I choose a lead with rare continuation. As usual, I'm coming here, so bishop e3 is definitely provoking black to not making castle. Like, now this is optional, dc, but now there is a rook d8. Not that good move, I have to go to c2. So if bishop takes c5, there is a tactic like that. Capture here, capture the bishop. But too much simplifying, and in the end of this variation I don't win so much. But this is, yeah, this is one of the best. Like capture, knight takes d5, bishop takes c5. Okay. This I really could go into. That's a bishop e3 I told you is provoking cd. So after cd, when I have already castle, I have this availability too. But as usual, I capture with cd and play this position with isolated d4 pawn, what I really like so, because next I develop in a forced way attacking the queen. What is not that much, but I like this space in the center, like right now when black left the center somehow. I have more pieces in the, and I have pawn in the main center. Very often I jump to e5, and this is good, I believe. This is good outpost, plus I play against the bad placed bishop, she needs time to develop it, and I try to not giving her that time. a3, very important move, otherwise black could reach that outpost and fix my very weak isolated pawn. I don't want to allow that. Now b6, and now I can start playing against the queen. How to start playing against the queen? Something like bishop e2, try to discover attack, so queen could be a little bit in trouble, so much ahead, so much early ahead. If there is a queen d8, for example, then I can go to the variation with knight e5. Again, no time for b6, bishop e7, so it's not that simple. Okay, but I didn't choose bishop e3. Bishop e3 is also playable. Knight a3, knight a3. Two options after knight a3. Knight a3, for example, if black decide to play a6 to stop knight b5, that's threat, then I have a knight c4, I have another threat. So no time here in this variation in lapping with knight a3. No time for black to develop so much. Queen d8, then I can capture here. He has to take, she has to take back immediately the pawn, otherwise protection and pawn up. And now there's some attacking like that. b4, a4, push, 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 push as fast as possible. She can go home safety. And now I think so white is a little bit more active than black in this case. So queen c2, develop this bishop probably to f4, this rook to d1, pressure one more time against the queen. So queen is under non-stop attacking. But she didn't go for a6. That's happen if she's choosing the a6 line. That could happen. Castle, knight b5. Not sure about this move of me. I could go to just queen e2 and rook d1 is the other option of me. There we go. dc, yeah, I could take first to simplifying. Also bishop c4, kick the queen out. There is a c4 pushing and knight c3 before knight a3 line. So white is very flexible, too much variations in front of white too. I decided to take just because I need the space for my knight as fast as possible after a6. So I just take. Bishop g5. Develop the bishop. Not sure where gonna be better. Probably bishop f4 was provoked knight d5. I'm not sure knight c7 is a real threat, for example. I'm not sure I can go there, because soon the knight gonna be trapped. And I don't see a fork, I don't see the threat, so knight c7 seems to be good. Seems to be bad, sorry. Knight c7 seems to be bad. Because the knight gonna be under trap. Okay, I decide to pin the knight. She goes back. Natural move. Queen e2 with the planned simple centralized rooks, and the most pleasant thing here is we just continue playing regular chess. I don't have any more isolated pawn. Where is my advantage for the moment? This bishop is still here. She decides to trade off. Actually, this knight is holding on, and very often black just stay like that. They don't want to trade off, so they hope even for me to trade off. So she could play, for example, fast development like bishop d7 maybe. Sometimes they put the bishop here. And now maybe threat to capture and bishop c6 somehow to develop. Much better than staying on c8. c8 is a very, very bad place, bishop. Right, knight d5. I decide to take. Here I spent a little time about, should I go back to keep the pressure on d2 or should I capture the bishop? What's the best decision here? So I took queen e4, wanted to provoke any weakness. I don't think so. Queen h5 is much better than queen e4. Queen e4 was a good pressure also if she decided to play g6, like she did it. Now, as fast as possible, bring the rook and trying to use the pin and capture the knight. So now she has to move away. Move away the knight, for example, something like knight f6. Of course, I go to h4 or f4. Both could be really great. Keep the pin, improve the knight, some potential mates here. Queen g5, g3. Knight f3, trying to kick her out. Now is the most difficult part of the game. I try in that moment to coordinate the pieces as much as possible and as fast as possible. If knight f3 you see it's coming, it's gonna be something like triple attack, then I have the norms. I have the norms. I don't have the rating, so I need to play 100 tournaments or something like that. I was 389. That was my best score. Best rating, sorry, best score. Yeah. I have 3 norms for International Master. I don't need to become International Master. I like my title. Okay, Queen g5. More important is to little bit understand the game, not that much the title. So I try to coordinate now the pieces on the best way. Of course, the first step is to stop knight f4, completely limit the knight. As you see right now, this knight doesn't have so much options in front of him. And still the bishop is on c8 and very, very bad placed. So bishop d7, knight f3, of course knight e5, force attacking the bishop, bishop c6. I captured the bishop. I didn't see any other option. This bishop could be dangerous against the queen and against my plenty of weak light squares after g3, definitely. So I captured the bishop. Now this bishop against this knight, but okay, 2 isolated pawns. I thought I could win this endgame. c4, not sure why she chose e7. She could play a little bit sharper, but probably she was scary. The variation what I calculate here was a knight f6, and now I was asking myself, do I really want to take? Probably I could play queen f3 in this case. Stop knight g4 plus, because this now I don't know what to do with queen d2, so they're coming to me. What else to do now? Is that weird? It's a general question, not to me maybe, but who cares if the tournaments are separate? Like you have a Grand Prix for women, you have Grand Prix for men. For men, let's say you can give a $500,000 prize fund for Carlos and top world men. And what about the ladies who are having about, I don't know, how many activities are doing ladies if you think about that? Washing, cooking, going to the job, watching children. Should they count? Preparing for chess. Well, depends on your work, but as usual, the woman activities are, let's say, maybe, I don't know, but 5 times more than men. 5 times more than men. Okay, man is going to the work. Man is shopping. Man sometimes help at home, just sometimes. Okay, So if we talk about activities, probably woman prize fund has to be more than man. Okay, but man is also the head of the family. So this is one of the reasons why prize fund could be also much more. And also man chess is stronger than woman. So ladies are definitely weaker in general. About the brain, also we can talk about that. Woman brain is a little bit less than the man brain. But this is physiology and who knows. Sometimes maybe not. But okay, about the titles, I think it's good to be separate because the power is not the same. The power is not the same. Just men sometimes are really genius, or it's not only based on the memory, but for Carlsen it's based really more about memory. This genius playing, what I know, he has a really genius memory comparing to others. So he remembers such a stuff much more than other players. Such games, such a position, such a pictures on the board. And that's a really huge advantage of him. That's why maybe somebody of you knows how many years he's on the top, guys. I'm not sure, but yeah. Before we follow, okay, Karpov, several years, Kasparov, several years, Anand, Smysov, Capablanca. We know several years, but what about Carlsen now? Unstoppable. I play even with viewers. I played even yesterday with viewers. I hope today we gonna have enough time to play each other. I'm very close to the end of this game to analyze my 2 games from the Olympiad. What I did games. Bulgaria play against Bangladesh and Bulgaria plays against Kyrgyzstan, the first game. Actually, I'm finally for Hikaru. Hikaru is pushing up so much, like top streamer too. So that's gonna be a fresh change, you know. But also, I don't believe that this change could be for a long time. So let's say Carlsen could lose one match, but it's not also a real one, first of all. So when they met, maybe in the real game he can take back the title very fast. No, Carlsen I never have the chance. I just met him in several disco, but that's it. Just for a pic. just for a picture. Okay, Queen d2. I was worried about Queen d2 and now this is gonna be double attack. Wasn't sure if that deal is okay to give up b2 for a c6 pawn. Now I have to go back. No defense, no successful defense, so I didn't win, and by the way keep the knight at the same time when he captured b2. I didn't have this time any huge advantage, just trade of b2 for c6 makes c4 pass pawn, but I wasn't sure if that's enough. That's why I didn't go for so much ahead. My preferable move after knight f6 was a queen f3, not capture. Of course, after this game we're gonna play knight e7, bishop f1. Thanks so much for following, I forgot to say thanks. Bishop f1. Why I maneuver my bishop here? Because already there is created a good pawn chain against my bishop, so I decide to maneuver my bishop, of course, to the biggest diagonal, and also he's being a very good defender around the king side. And working, having much more space, freedom on this diagonal, and attacking the weakness on c6. I think I did a little bit wrong. The bishop could be maneuvered, but maybe in this way, because now I allow queen h5, and now I decide to go back soon. because the rook is in danger. I go to the open file. So now I have to go back. So makes no sense to play bishop f1. It would be awesome. Actually, I played, yeah. I think Alexander Grishchuk crashed me one time. I'm not sure. Also Jubava crashed me in several moves, and Salem Saleh, his nickname is Arabian Falcon or something like that. He also crashed me several times when I've been in Dubai. He crashed me 2 games on blindfold. I appreciate that match with him. I analyze after it the games, by the way, because I remember them. He's a really great player too. Great memory, great. And also very, very fast player. Salem Saleh from Arabic countries. But also he beat me online. I remember also that was catastrophic Slav defense. So I tried to never repeat the same mistakes. That's the idea, to play against top world players. Then you see your huge holes in the opening part, because they are very, very well prepared exactly there. So if you get out in the opening part in a regular position, I think position could be playable, but you have to keep the same level of fast playing. Otherwise I go to time travel. Yeah, I did several. Yeah, I think I did one Simu too. Did take part in some Simu. But sometimes I also play in Taito Tuesday, where I could meet top world players, you know. Nakamura, I think I never play against him. Or maybe it was extremely fast game. I don't remember if I play against Nakamura, maybe not. I never play. No, from who else I play, and after move 15 he has nothing. Maybe I play against Nakamura. Maybe I have to find the game. This is gonna be interesting stream. To analyze some online games. This was a rapid game, by the way. 15 minutes plus 5 seconds was the time control here. Not that much, not that less. It's time for pushing the pawns. Let's go for the plenty of weak squares around. Also, this is forever weak. Let's go. Push! 96, 25. I was so happy to meet the knight here. I just generate a pin. Of course, I tried to push h6. Now, we both were already in time trouble. So, queen e3, capture, recapture, queen b6, pressure here. Pressure here, still pressure here. Okay, knight is staying beautiful, like good defender, but what about the rook on f8? So she tried maybe to develop. No, seems to be she doesn't like repetition, but actually she has to repeat. So if queen b6, I will never come back here. My plan was to go to e5, I think, so what I remember. Yeah, I can still come back here. Or I can try h6 too. It's time. It's time to push. Queen takes b2, I can even capture here. Now soon are coming good tactics for us, guys. Because knight and rook are pretty limited and I have plenty of space. And based on the space, that's why I'm completely winning here. I can come here, then bring the rook, and my king is one more time enough safety just after one move like king g2. Okay, she didn't go for that line, she goes back. And now this seems to be a huge blunder because she's limited of moves, limited of space. So I go here. Seems to be double attack. Now we're starting the huge collection of pawns. So queen b6, I take first this because attacking the knight. Knight here, then I just save this pawn. I could capture c5 too, of course. But now, anyway, this was unstoppable. I don't know, she started blundering too much. Check, intermediate check, rook b5. Pretty beautiful move, because I want to take this unstoppable. There is no rook a8, so why not to take one more pawn and defending this one. I could take direct, but I didn't wish to allow that. You know, alright, I can push this, but yeah, it's completely winning again. Check, push the other one, but why to give up a pawn if rook b5? Okay, now it's clear win. 2 extra pawns on the queenside part. I have a bishop, so long playing, yes, but it's relaxing. It's like when you visit spa, massage, water pool. it's like that here. 2 extra pawns, so you play with the win in the pocket. So not even draw. You play with the win in the pocket. So it's just on time to win the game. Push, 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 solid position, improve the king, of course, several zigzags, several triangulation or whatever I wish. Just come here and take this one. She's going to be in Zugzwang in some moment, so... Okay, I go there and finally capture this. If f5 in this case, I just have a bishop e6, there we go. Easy job, easy. Oh, by the way, if f5, I have the availability also to bring my king here and trying to push this one. At the moment when I keep b3, b3, keep a4 in this hand, this side, everything is perfect for white. Okay, she's doing that. Here. She didn't even resign here with three pawns down. Can you imagine? Well, we both didn't have time already here, but makes no sense. I can just use pre-moves to the end. I can promote a knight and bishop, but this is gonna be funny. Okay, I think the second game was when Arbiter congrats me. I hope you enjoy with that analysis. And you can follow them in YouTube too, channel. By the way, this Discord link has to work. Oh, we did at the